Google, turn up the tiles. Hey Google, change the glide light to red. What's going on? Give me a second.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Oh, change the glide light to red. What's going on, everyone? Um, Today's episode is brought to you by the letter T for trolls because I've been running into a lot of goddamn trolls lately. And I better check my mic, make sure I sound okay because some of the trolls out there have said, your microphone's low. I rented the stupid Shure microphone. I don't know, trying to get better sound. And everyone's like, yeah, it's better, but it's only better under certain conditions. Honestly, my best microphone was when I was going through OBS. Now I'm trying this whole vertical thing. Instead of using my Sony camera, I'm using the iPad. People are like, oh, your video's kind of low. Who gives a shit? How sharp should my beard look to you? Goddamn beard freaks. So, yeah, internet trolls, man. Said, let me just double check. If you're in the Blue Wrench crew, you're here, you want to comment, let me know. Is my audio sounding okay? Because save me the trouble of having to look and go through all this bullshit. It would be nice if somebody would just do a solid, let me know. Let me know if it's working. 17 people. What's going on, friends? Oh, yeah. I think I'm loud and clear. So, my troll friends out there who think that my microphone's a little too low, this one's for you. What's going on, Alonzo? Nacho Shaw? How come, Nacho? Nacho, you are a Blue Wrencher now. Yeah, man. Nacho's been on this channel more than long enough. What's going on, Pedro? So, let me tell you all, man, about the goddamn troll. Trolls are killing me online. So, this all started with me and the Rane Performer. It all started with me and that Rane Performer back there. And so I have one to test and get ready to do review videos. It will be coming out shortly, soon, whenever. I can only say soon. I can't say anything, which is a whole nother discussion here, by the way. So stick around for that discussion about the marketing strategies of in music. And so I was allowed to put teaser pictures out. Now, this is my very first time with the Rane Performer getting something that is not in the stores yet. So I'm pretty excited. And they said you can release teaser pictures. So not twice a day, once a day, I was doing a little sneak peek on that Rane Performer on a Rane group on Facebook. The administrators were cool. People were liking it. Lots of people were liking these things because everyone's been waiting since Super Bowl to see that thing. Um, and then a couple people had to start talking some shit. And it all started because I made a comment. Another one of the review guys was using it in live settings. And it just made me kind of think about the betas of software when beta software says not to use in a live setting. And I made a video and I was just kind of saying, if you're going to be doing beta things, should you let the people know? If you're doing a job for someone, should you let them know you're using the beta? Is it important? It was a topic of discussion. I wasn't talking shit about the DJ. It would just hit my mind and I thought, you know what? This is a good question. Like, no one's probably really thought about this. And I know lots of people out there use new shit. They use betas during professional stuff when maybe, the companies tells them not to cover their own ass. But anyways, And then some troll guy comes along and he starts just trolling and he won't shut up. No matter what you say to these trolls, they just keep going and they keep going and they fucking keep going and they just don't want to stop. Had nothing to do with the guy. The guy's never contributed fucking anything to the group. And all of a sudden, he thinks he needs to ride in on his fucking horse and defend this other guy who I've talked to, the other DJ that I was actually talking about. Me and him have had big discussions on Messenger, shooting the shit. He's cool. He didn't take no offense. But this other guy had to jump in on the conversation, hijack the whole fucking thread, and I couldn't shut him up. No matter what I said, he's talking about, oh, who gives a shit about my reviews? You're a retired DJ. You're not out there gigging, blah, 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 blah. Like, he's a fucking moron. Complete moron. I'm explaining. Listen, I've been doing this shit for 11 years. Yeah, I don't go field testings. I'm testing. What's the difference? What's the difference if you're at a gig in front of 300 people running shit, or you're at home running it 24 hours a day? At the gig, you're doing it for like, fuck what? 6, 7 hours? Maybe 4 hours, 5 hours. I'm running it through the paces, man. Like, my testing is no worse or no better than the guy testing it live. You know what's going on with the live thing? When you're testing it live, if something fucks up, you fucked it up for everybody. Okay, you got backups and this and that. That's great. And any DJ equipment, hardware, software can fuck up. Things fuck up when they fuck up when they fuck up. But this troll would not shut the fuck up. So, we're going back and forth. You know, I said, I'm not going to say anything more. And then he makes a comment, makes a couple comments. I reply, he's like, oh, you took the bait. I'm really getting under your skin. It's like, you're not getting under my skin, troll. I'm just not going to let you win the fucking argument. So then I tell the dumb troll, see, I told this troll that I did a whole live stream on him when I didn't. And then he comes back, well, I listened to like 5 minutes and, you know, as soon as I heard you're a retired DJ, and he talks about my microphone being low and my video's not good, and the guy just like, ba, 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 ba. And I'm like, dude, you think I took the bait? You took the fucking bait because I didn't even make the video about this guy. Today I am. I'm not saying his name. And this is not about him, by the way. This is kind of in general about trolls on the internet. Why do people feel the need to stick your nose in on shit, comment, hide behind your fucking keyboard? Nobody walks around on the street talking like that. Well, they do. And those people, they usually got mental illness. They don't know any better. They have some excuse why they're talking to the fucking sky and screaming at the pigeons and stuff. The internet has made a whole bunch of these troll type people that just don't get it, man. You don't know who you're talking to online. You don't know if the guy you're talking to online, if they got mental illness, if they got some fucking problems, and maybe you're the troll who triggers them off to, do some fucked up shit. Respect everybody. You can have an opinion, you can say something, but say it with some respect. You know, everyone can have these nice little fun debates online. But the moment you got to start being a fucking dirty troll, doesn't make any sense. Guys, I know there's 31 of us here. If you agree with me, comment, because this is just a fucking bad society we're living in. Why is everybody turning in to these keyboard warriors and they're like, I got that guy. Like, do you feel better about yourself? This fucking guy, you have no idea. The messages he was typing, the thought process, it's like, if this guy has children, dude, take the time that you did spending digging through some fucking forum and commenting on my shit. Why don't you go spend some quality time with your kids? Go spend it with your wife. Probably doesn't have a wife. Like, I know you're possibly in the basement of your mom's fucking house. Go upstairs, thank your mom for making your fucking sandwich, but don't get off the fucking internet. Why do people gotta be so goddamn rude about shit? Seriously, here I am for 11 years running this YouTube channel, testing shit, spending my own goddamn money, What's going on, Easy DJ? I'm spending my fucking money, a lot of my goddamn money. Yeah, Pedro, nothing better to do with their time. I spent all this goddamn money and time is not a luxury I've got, man. Like, I'm getting older, more fucking aches and pains. And I've run this whole channel never with the intention of making any money. And it barely does. It makes a couple of bucks. It sure never made enough money to pay for the equipment. And I did get a deal on the equipment. That doesn't change the fact I spent fucking 50 grand in my cashier just to try and help people make informed decisions. When their shit breaks down, help them fix it. Someone wants to learn something, I help them, I teach them. And then I get trolls that just mouth off. And I just want to say, like, the troll boy doesn't get it. I'm like, dude, do you think you're the first fucking dick I've come across in the past 11 years with almost 8 million views? Almost 8 million views on my shit. And you think you're the first guy to start talking shit? Come on. The fucking gray my beard. You don't think I haven't dealt with shit talkers my whole life? I've been dealing with fucking trolls before the internet even existed. I don't give a fuck. Trust me. I'm my biggest troll. I troll myself, for Christ's sakes. I don't need some punk kid. And he's a DJ. Oh, fuck. Wow, aren't we all? You know, the guy's a fucking DJ. And I look at his page, I don't see nothing. No comment, no helpful tips, no fucking anything. Like, if you're going to type on the internet and invest your time in this shit, why don't you try doing something productive? Show a tip and trick. Show off some toys. Show off the Rane Performer back there. See, that's about as much as I can say about that. This brings up a whole nother discussion. So, by a blackened chicken back in the 1940s. Blackened chicken, that's funny. Septimus the Destroyer. Oh. Sounds kind of ominous. Um, I want to take a second. My friends at Ed Music. I've messaged them. I hope to hear back from them. But so here's what they've done with the marketing of the Rane Performer, and it's getting a lot of backlash. I'm getting the backlash. It's not even them getting it. You know what I mean? No, they'll suffer in the end for it with the sales. Invade Poland with me. No thanks. I got enough Polish in my neighborhood. They've invaded me already. So here's what's going on. They leak the video at the Super Bowl of this DJ using the Rane Performer, all wrapped up nicely with cool graphics. Thanks to 12-inch skins. They're the best for skins, by the way. Shout to Jared. They leaked this saying, like, what, 4 months ago. Everyone's like, whoa, 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 motorized platters, whoa, 4 channels. And everybody wants it. People are drooling. Dangle the carrot. What's going on? I freaked up. So, the Rane Performer 4 months ago is dangled. We sneak pictures, and it wasn't like an accidental leak. It was like, you know, an intentional leak. So, anyways, I'm just getting distracted by comments here. So, anyways, they leaked this Rane Performer, and then, you know, the review guys get it. And I'm fucking fortunate enough that now I've been blessed and I'm part of the review team. And it was the very first thing. I've gotten things from music before, but never have I had a pre-release thing to try out. So I'm a gear junkie, man. I'm fucking tickled pink to be able to do this shit. And I love playing with new gear. Rane Performer is fucking great. I have nothing bad to say about it, which is unusual for me because I talk shit about almost everything. So I like it. Beyond me saying I like it, I can't say much else. I have a non-disclosure agreement. I can't say when it's coming out. I can't talk a review. I can't focus a video on it. I can show little clips and pictures. Okay, fine. But the internet is fucking hating it. They're fucking truly hating this kind of release. Apple doesn't do this bullshit. You know what Apple does? There's an event. There's my fucking. Here's everything about it. And then, a few weeks later, it's in the store. Simple. Pioneer DJ does the same thing. So I'll tell you what in music used to do with all their products, and this is the fuck up, is they would show it. They would show it. It's coming. And it would be like a fucking year later. And this might be shitty manufacturing. I don't know. I don't believe anybody in music is slowing the process down. I think this has to do with, borders and tariffs and shit being made in Taiwan, because their shit's made in Taiwan. The shit's not made in China or Malaysia. So maybe that's got something to do with it. I don't know the logistics, but all I can say right now is showing something 4 months ago, and then now you're allowing all the review guys to show pictures. It's enraging people. I have so many comments in that group, people messaging me saying, listen, man, I want to buy new gear. I've been waiting it out, but this soon thing isn't good enough. People need to know some kind of time frame, and I'm suggesting to in music, I'm saying, hey, my suggestion is let us put the goddamn reviews out like today. Let us talk about it today. I get it. There might be some delays. You don't want to promise and then the date comes and fucking it's not there. But at least give people, say, shit. Other companies have said the summer of 2024. That's pretty wide open. First, second, third, fourth quarter, you can pick something on the goddamn calendar. So if I'm about to go buy a new controller and I know I only got to wait a month, I'll fucking wait a month. But the poor bastard who goes and buys a Rane 1 right now, or better yet, they buy a Rane 4 right now, and if that shit was to come out tomorrow, you'd be pissed. They'd be pissed. So, I don't know. Hopefully I don't get any shit. I love this company. These guys are great to shoot the shit with, and I like the product. But this whole marketing strategy, maybe on paper, sound like a really good idea, but in actuality, there's half the people that are like, they like this. They like being teased. And there's a whole nother group of people that fucking really hate it. They're not impressed. They don't like the company, man. It's not even the product anymore. They're starting to give hate on the company. They're hating on me. They're hating on me for representing the company. So that's kind of bad. So I'm hoping to make a change. I'm a nobody. Like everyone else is doing their thing. And I looked around. Yeah, you're right, DJ Sirrar. That's a good fucking point. The wedding season is almost full swing. And let me tell you something. If I was a wedding DJ, this is definitely the controller I would want. I'll tell you one thing. It's a motorized system. You remember the NS7 2s and the 3s? They were heavy as fuck. And people are like, well, the weight. Get over the weight thing, man. You can either have light plastic piece of shit that if you dropped it one time, it would be fucking done, or you could have a tank. I'll take a tank. Give me the tank. I'll put it in a flight case. Fuck it. I'll put it on a goddamn dolly. I'll put it on wheels. Seriously. When have DJs gotten so goddamn weak? It's heavy for me. I'm a weak old man. So the rest of you guys out there, go to the gym, man. Don't worry if it's got a little bit of heft to it. Do you fucking remember Technique 1200s, picking them up with a flight case? Talk about fucking weight. Remember when things that were heavy were actually built good? And then we all got, you want something that's like made out of a feather, but you want to be like fucking titanium? Like, it doesn't work like that. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see how much of a social media influencer I really am. All I can tell people, honestly, if you send me an email to djlabtoronto at gmail.com, and you express the same sentiment of saying, hey man, we want to know now. We would like to know now. Spread it to your friends. Let's let the people speak. You know, look at when the Rane 4 came out and they announced the price, and the whole internet went crazy and said, fuck that. That's too expensive. They listened, man. What other company would do that? You know, A Music is a really good company. They listen to the people. When they said that price point's way too fucking high, and they were like, you know what? Okay. And they rethought it out. Same thing here. If you think their marketing strategy is fucking the wrong one, you want to know? You want to know now because you want to make a purchase? You got the fucking money in your hand. You want to know. Like, do pre-orders for Christ's sakes. Fuck, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with pre-orders? I waited, you know, my CDJs were back ordered. I waited a fucking year with the cash was at the distributor. Not even in my bank. They're collecting the interest on, and I waited a year. So, come on. And Durrell, what's your question, buddy? By the way, I want to just say one thing. I know I said I wasn't going to do a live stream for quite some time, but I felt this was an important thing to talk about. Talk about the troll and talk about this whole marketing strategy because it's got to change. It's got to be a better way. There needs to be a better way. Durrell wants to know, is it worth the wait? Um, like I keep saying, so this is the best answer I can give you about gear. I don't believe gear will make you a better DJ. But there are some features on this Rane Performer that will definitely, I don't want to say it's going to make you a better DJ. What's going on, Mix Factory? I don't want to say this Rane Performer is going to make you a better DJ. I believe it will make you a more creative DJ. I believe in a wedding situation or an open format kind of situation, the stem control that it has, the stem split, everything about it. Like, I like the Rane 4, and this just is like better than the Rane 4. I wasn't a fan of the Rane 4 platters, even though I'm not a scratch guy. Really, what do I use platters for? I just like the look of them. I think from a professional standpoint, I think when someone approaches, like I do it, picture you're at a wedding and there's a few hundred guests there. Someone who walks up and walks by, there are other DJs there and people who know DJs. You know what I mean? Because we're all DJs. So you know there's somebody there who's walking over and they're looking at your gear. And you might be the best fucking DJ on the planet, right? Fred, I appreciate that you even asked that question about the donations. That's nice of you. YouTube fucks me over, to be honest. Well, they take their cut. Everybody takes their cut. And Mix Factory, thanks for pointing that out. I'm gonna pin that up there for anyone that wants to help out around here. But yeah, so the best advice I'm gonna say about this Rane 4, if I was gonna be doing a lot of weddings and I'm doing corporate events and shit, that's the one I think I would have. Because it looks the part. If you're paying a DJ, you're getting paid big money by a client. This looks very professional. The little things, man. The little things that Rane does. That's smart. They put big feet on their shit. You know why? Because you can run your cables down and forward. so you can have a cleaner look. That's genius level shit. What they could have done, I'm surprised no one's ever done. I'm surprised Rane hasn't done this with their equipment. Why didn't they make a back plate, a little cover that just sits there so you can run your cables down and under and, get like some 45-degree angled fucking XLR or something, run them forward and have that clean look from the back. So the rotating platters are really, really good. The screens on them are really nice. You're not stuck staring at the laptop. Literally, I believe, for the way that I DJ and what I'm doing, that I could easily be running a Mac Mini with no screen, boot right into it, and run everything I want to do right off the Performer. I think I could do this. But if you didn't want to, you can still put your screen up to the side, and you don't really need to be paying so much attention and getting that Serato face. So that's a benefit. Stem control is really, really good. The microphone gain on it has great mic. I don't know why anyone's ever talked shit about the microphone on a Rane 4 even, because it sounds good. Depends on the mic, I guess. If you take this Shure SMB and plug it in without a cloud lifter, it's not going to sound good. This shit doesn't sound good on my Euphonia either. It's not loud enough. So, in general, most systems won't make you a better DJ, but if you like to play with stems and you want to have a motorized platter, I think this is the one. And it does stem split. I haven't tried an FLX10 yet, honestly, and you know what? I'm going to call today and I'm going to inquire about it. Like, it's pissing down rain today here in Toronto, so I don't think I'd go today and get it. But I should probably rent one. I don't want to rely on, the guys at Pioneer DJ, Alpha Theta. They said I'm on the review list, la la la, but who knows how long that list is. Maybe I'm on the bottom. There's no reason for me to wait for a company to send me stuff when I've spent so much money with their stuff. I'll just go rent it. It's funny, Darrell. You're addicted to stems. Hey, you know what? And I think the whole stems, if you do it really well, it's great to be addicted to stems. Stem separation, I think, is one of the greatest things out there. My only beef right now, as it stands, I wish Serato DJ did it a little bit better. Because Virtual DJ does it better, DJ Pro does it better. Serato is not bad. Record box, not that good. It's okay. And you start to notice this shit when you get into big, louder systems. If something sounds a little bit fucked up, increase the volume on a big system and you'll hear how fucked up it is. I'll give you the best example. I used to DJ at a strip club. Funniest thing, man. So I DJed at a strip club and I was using Virtual DJ. This was not the second, this wasn't like the second Stems 2.0. This was Stems 1.0, right? And for some reason, the woman who owned the strip club did not want swearing in it, and all the girls wanted hip hop. So, what the hell, right? So I was using stem separation to, cut out, even not even the swearing, but just some of the lyrics were just very drug related, gangster related lyrics. So I was trying at home. I'm like, oh, I took off the vocals and it sounded pretty good. And then I go play it in the club system. And people were like, why does it sound so fucking robotic? What the hell happened to the sound? But that was Stems 1.0. 2.0 was much better. And I like stems. I do. My problem, because I have CDJ 3000s and everything else, I don't want to get used to being reliant on stems because there's some days I look around all of my equipment, especially when I play on that Rane Performer. Neurosick DMB wants to know how long ago it was I DJed for strip clubs. That wasn't that long ago, dude. We're talking like this was like during COVID. This was like COVID times. You know what I mean? Because we're wearing masks and shit, and we had social distancing at the strip club. It was kind of weird. You could get a lap dance, but everybody had to be separated. I don't know. It wasn't a lap dance. It was, a private dance, whatever. I don't know what was going on in those private rooms. I wasn't back there. I was just the guy on the microphone. Um, let's go down to Chuck 12. I haven't seen Chuck in a million years. You know, Chuck, you're right, dude. There was a video on YouTube. A guy made a video top the downfall of Pioneer DJ. And yeah, that was an interesting video for sure because Pioneer DJ's doing some fucking stupid shit. They were the leader all the time. Then they got into this shit with this pay to play, subscription service thing, trying to juice some money out. And they're not super innovative. They hit a point. They're doing like Apple. Apple's kind of like that. How many VR headsets did everyone else on the planet make before Apple released theirs and put a crazy price on it? Pioneer DJ seems to do the same thing, Alpha Theta. They wait for everyone else to make some shit, gauge the market, and then they spit their shit out. And sometimes they don't even do it as good. Like half the features of Rekordbox 7, I swear to God. You know what Rekordbox 7 still can't do? DJ Pro, you could take a song, a transition song, that goes from, say, 85 BPM to 128 BPM. That fucking program, Virtual DJ will do it. Not sorry. I mean, Algorithm DJ will do this. So will, what's that one called? DJ Studio will do it. It will analyze it and adjust the beat grids based on the tempo change. Why isn't Rekordbox doing this? Like, what? How come? The most important goddamn feature, the biggest thing I ever saw is an AI thing analyze a goddamn song and put the beat grids exactly where they should be. How difficult is that? What fucking year are we in? Seriously, not every goddamn Rekordbox user is playing four on the floor electronic made music with a drum machine. Yeah, what exactly? Private equity firms, they buy companies and they're just about making money. They're not about the culture, they're not about the innovation. Hey, look, hey, when Steve Jobs died, even Apple kind of took a bit of a dive. You know what I mean? Cuz who's there that's not just in it for the money? Steve Jobs, I don't think was ever in it for the money. And I tell you, it's as DJs, my platform's not big enough, to be honest. I don't have a big enough platform to rally everyone to say, you know what? All we got to do, you'll see it very quickly. If everyone emails into these companies and makes a demand and says, this is what I want, you flood the forums and you tell them all, you know what? I am not using your shit until you put this here. That's it. But everyone keeps using it. We all bitch about it. I bitch about it, and I still use their product. I still have their stuff sitting here. There's a lot of shit. CDJ 3000s, not to talk shit about Pioneer DJ, but I will anyways, a little bit. My Denon SC 6000s were able to do Beatport and BeatSource and all the streaming services a long time ago. I could search by artist. I can search by genre. I could look at album, like the record labels. I could search by a lot of different ways. I can't do the same thing on a CDJ 3000. I only got one search. I can't say what I want to search by. It's just here's your search. Here's your master search. It's slower, and considering my SE6000s are Wi-Fi, how my Ethernet cable plugged into my CDJ 3000 is slower dealing with the exact same platform from the same network is kind of beyond me. There's absolutely no reason for that. Nope. They claim they got such a fast CPU in these things, and I don't know. I've done a test, I've done videos, I use it all the time, and I can tell you, SE6000 is faster than the CDJ 3000 when it comes to loading streaming music and searching and anything to do with streaming stuff. And there you go. You're right, Chuck. How is it possible the Opus Quad has no streaming? No answer. No idea. God forbid they would come out and never tell anybody, oh, we're working on it. Just makes no sense. Yeah. We all know. We all know that Rekordbox is lacking. Now, that's why I want to get a Flex 10. I want to get a Flex 10 here because I just want to really try. Yeah, the Omnis Dual doesn't do streaming. It's supposed to. Why it's taking so long, nobody knows. And you know what? Like, that's funny. The Omnis Dual, when I've seen it, like, I haven't seen it in person, but I honestly, I have no desire, no need for a battery powered DJ system. I have a dead end DJ Go. I never use it. I never use it. Where am I going? Where am I going that I need a battery? I don't leave my apartment for Christ's sake. So I had this smart idea that, oh, I'm going to get a portable battery powered speakers and I'm going to go DJ all these patios in the summer during COVID because we had all these patio things, blah, blah, blah. Well, we got bylaws and noise bylaws. Like, that shit's not hard. It's not easy to get into that shit. You can't just go outside and start blasting music where the fuck you want. I can't even go to the park. You know what? If I went to the park with my shit and started just playing music and blasting it, I'm going to get a ticket. You're not allowed. You're just not allowed. So for anyone who's joining us, give you a quick recap. I was talking about the Rane Performer and a Rane Performer group, showing pictures, leaking, not leaking. I was allowed to sneak peek some stuff, and people were getting upset in that group. And then the trolls came out. And the trolls started taking personal attacks on the way I do things and my channel and how I'm such a bad fucking ambassador, a bad representative for Rane, and how the Rane should come. What do the guys say? That Rane should come repo the gear from Mr. Pioneer. They call me Mr. Pioneer because I'm like, what are you talking about? And they show a picture of my Pioneer stuff. Like, you idiot. Just because I own Pioneer shit doesn't mean I can't own other shit. Like, Ray knows. The guys at Ed Music, they know how much Pioneer DJ gear I have. Why do you think they sent it to me? Who better to trust? Don't you trust me? If I tell you something from In Music or Rain, Den and DJ, if I think it's good and I've been using like the top shit, I got a pretty good base. I got some, and the top shit's not even that top, to be honest. It's okay. When I ran that Rane Performer, right, compared to my Euphonia, Euphonia is like 6,000 Canadian. But, sure, my Euphonia sounds a little better for blending music. Okay. It should. It's a rotary goddamn mixer for $6,000, right? In all fairness, I haven't hooked up my Rane 4 to the same speakers yet, but I think it's going to sound good. Rekordbox was not loaded on the Windows 10 laptop. Yeah, I've heard some shit about the requirements for Record Box 7, and I don't know. I'm kind of the mindset. I really don't like Windows when it comes to using DJ software in general. I usually do like to use my Macs, and I try to keep my Macs pretty updated. You know, at least every 3 years, I'm looking to get a new. Well, 3 to 4 years, I try to get a new Mac. I have an M1 Pro right now, and I'm sure that's going to hold me off for at least 5 to 6. I can't see why I would need to update that thing anytime soon. Especially if you got to buy a new laptop and buy like a new Mac, you don't need to buy today's Mac. You can buy yesterday's Mac. You know what I mean? Always the best time to get a Mac, I think, is like right around December, January. They're getting rid of there'll be companies that are going to sell, not Apple. It's like third party guys that go in and buy up all their old stock and resell it for ridiculous prices. My M1 Pro configuration that day at the Apple store was $5,200, and I got it for $3,100 from my guy. Full Apple Care warranty, brand new, and it still looks like new. Yep, mixed factory. It's weird. I don't know what's going on over at Pioneer DJ slash Alpha Theta for their software guys. I would love. You know what? You know what I might do sometime. I should ask Pre Young Joni if he'll come on and do a live stream so we can ask. I don't know if he knows or if he can get us in contact, but it would be nice just to sit down and straight out ask. Just tell us. If you're busy doing something else, if there's company restructuring, like there's got what's going on? What's the slowdown for all the shit that's going on in these companies? And then you got like virtual DJ, that man, virtual DJ, like somebody makes something new, you just wait and see. When the performer comes out, how quickly virtual DJ will be like, boom, within a day of that thing coming out, virtual DJ will work on the Rane Performer and probably work better on it with it than Serato does. Virtual DJ on my SE6000Ms is fucking gold. Oh, speaking of Tractor, my buddy actually gave me a copy of Tractor, the newest one to try out. I still haven't installed it yet. Got so much shit to do. Testing out some new things. There's always something new coming around, and I'm beta testing something. Some things I beta test I can't even talk about. Some things I can talk about, and some things are like, Steve, keep your mouth shut. Like, all right. But you see, like in music, right? You're right, Chuck. PJ might not come and talk about anything. But I can ask. You never know. I'll tell you, here's my biggest beef right now with all my equipment. Chuck, you might be able to shed some light on this, seeing as you have rotary mixers. So the Euphonia back here, I'm missing something. Why? I gotta try the Tractor with the V10. It makes sense. I'm kind of missing something. Like why, when you run the external send return, you get this goddamn delay from the DAC, and it gives you this like phasing kind of issue. And so PJ told me the external is designed for anything that has a full wet signal. And I don't even know what the fuck that means because I've run every effect processor, I've run my Vestex isolator. Everything has a phase. Doesn't matter if it's wet or not wet. And have you guys seen? Did you see my new EFX 1000? It's kind of cool. The new Deck Saver cover for the RMX 1000. Thanks to my buddies at Deck Saver. I'm telling you, I need to get a Deck Saver for the Euphonia. I don't know if I can get one for this any longer. It might be more hard to get. I have it for my V10. I need one for my A9. I kind of need them for my SC6000s, to be honest. That might be hard. Might be difficult. I don't even know if I could rent a Rane MP 2015 from anywhere up here, to be honest. I think that might be a tough one to get. What I've actually wanted to do with the Euphonia is to do like a workshop thing at this sleeplessstudios.ca here. This no, it's sleeplessstudios.io. Is it .io? They're here anyways in Toronto. It's a 24/7 DJ rehearsal space that I'm going to be working with these guys at some point, and thought maybe I'll bring the Euphonia down and do like a whole listening session, let people check it out. Well, that didn't turn out so good. I was just going to try to show off this stupid EFX, but nah. And I don't want to get burned on the live stream here for copyright shit. So did not want to get burned. Speaking of these EFX units, you know what? I really want to take the EFX units and EFX and the RMX and get them more with the V10 and some synths and stuff. I think these things are going to be more fun to play around with some drum machines and synths than they are going to be to like play around the other shit. So Chuck's saying the send receive should be analog and not digital to avoid a delay. Well, that's the part I don't get. I get that the RMX is having an issue and the EFX and all that, but my Vestex, the Vestex 4-band isolator, I'm pretty sure that's analog. I don't think it's got any digital going on with it. So I don't understand the whole send return on the external. Like if nothing works with it, nobody can even tell me like what to hook up to it. I guess they figure. I guess they're figuring you're not going to buy Euphonia and be concerned about external effects because Yeah, I should make my own beats, but you know what? Like, believe it or not, I've actually did just a simple little beat one time and played it, and fucking YouTube still claimed it as someone else's shit. I don't really know how to produce. I don't want to sit down. You know, here's the other reason why I don't make beats. I got to tell you too. The way that my standing desk is, and the way my laptop is behind my DJ equipment on the one table, and the way just my space is, I don't even have a proper computer chair. I'm sitting on like a folding kind of bar chair that's high up for this. I don't have a proper chair and desk to sit down and work. So, even for video editing and stuff, I don't have just a good ergonomic way to sit down and do this shit. And I really should think about that. Maybe this is why so many people are in Starbucks with their laptop, to be honest, because they can sit there, have a coffee, and fucking work. That might be. Maybe I gotta start doing that shit. Maybe I gotta join the old Starbucks crew. Guys, talk amongst yourselves for a minute. Don't forget to hit the like button up there. I'll be back in like a second here. Just just take a quick drool over the gear if you want. All right, friends, I'm back. Had to go deal with the neighbor. They had a question about some shit. They just moved in recently. Had to let them know they didn't know where to take their recycling down to and shit. So, me, Mr. Friendly Neighbor, I explained it to them. Even though I'm in the middle of a fucking live stream, really should have that on air sign on my door. Drinking some fucking Tim Hortons, eh? So, yeah, Do I know if the processing for the isolator? Um, it's a good question. I'm assuming it's a tough call. I don't know because I do know the isolators. I can use it to affect the effects. So I don't know if it's doing a double duty thing or they're digital isolators. That's a fucking great question, man. I don't know. That's PJ's gonna know that one. Yeah. Yeah. Huh. How come my fucking phone is never. Did I not plug my phone in last night? I'm gonna ask him right now. Is the on Euphonia digital or analog? We will wait and find out what he has to say about that one. So, Chuck, you don't have a Euphonia, obviously, because you have the other good rotaries. I almost like, I don't want to say I regret buying this particular one, but it's crazy, Chuck. Chuck, you should reach out to me on Facebook and on Messenger, and I'll send you some pictures. There's a guy I know here, not far from me here in Toronto, that he's got custom made analog rotaries and these 7-band rotary EQs, and he makes isolators. His shit. This guy's been building mixers for 35 years and repairing them. This fucking guy knows his shit. Like, I mean, if you think like Professor BX knows his shit, this guy here is like Professor BX of the rotary analog stuff. He's a fucking genius. And you know, you can get rotary parts for the V10, but I don't believe you're going. It's not going to be the same. I thought about that, and when I looked at the knobs for 6 channel, it's a little crowded. I even considered on the V10. I thought, do you need 6 rotaries? Like, do you need to have 6 rotary knobs on a 6 channel mixer? Not really. Like, if honestly, if you had 4, even if you only had 2 out of 6 that were rotary, be kind of be enough. And I'm surprised I've never seen a mixer like that. Like, why not give me, okay, let's say give me 4 rotaries and 2 faders. Now, I got to talk to my buddy again, the guy who builds these mixers. He said he was building it. My idea was, check out this idea for the V10. I said, why can't you build something that sits in front of the V10? We'll put little legs on the V10 to raise up just a little bit and have this piece with RCA connectors or digital, probably like RCA, I would imagine, and go from your CDJ into the unit and back out in and just have knobs on the top. Just have like convert your V10 and have external rotary controls. And the dude was like, I could do that, man. He's like, I can do that shit. And he said he was working on it. I don't know if he ever got around to it, but we're going to find out. I don't know. It's tough. You see, that Rane rotary mixer, that was out before In Music bought Rane. So I don't know if they're going to go back into that space. I highly doubt it for some reason. I really feel like, make myself jump on shit here. Um, yeah, I don't think they're gonna. I think they're gonna focus on just doing standalone shit. Shit, 67 people, guys. Don't forget to help that algorithm. Up there in the corner, there's the three dots. You click on those three dots. There's a thumb. Give me a thumb. I got pinned up there my PayPal. I got a lot of goddamn money tied up into all this shit, guys. I don't mean to come out here and cyber panhandle, but the money's getting tight. This Euphonia, all the shit I ever bought, I paid for straight out, no financing, no credit cards, just straight bought it, bought it, bought it. This Euphonia, when I bought it, I put this motherfucker on a credit card. It's not a credit card I'm going to be able to pay off. I will be paying, payments on it, and I'm going to be paying interest on this damn thing because the channel, I'm not rich. Some of these guys out there that run channels have day jobs and they DJ at night and they run the channel. So they got multiple sources of income and maybe married and other things. I'm not calling out anyone. I'm just saying this is the way it is. The one guy I talked to last night, he's got his cameras. Just the cameras on his studio is like $50,000 worth of cameras. What? But he DJs like 200 nights of the year for like big places. He's making big money. This guy's got lots of equipment. He's a crypto guy. He's a smart money guy. I'm not smart. The real Steve, yeah. Because I must be the fake Steve. I do fear. I fear because, right now I only had a couple $100 on my PayPal, by the way, and I had to empty that out in order to help pay for, like, I bought that EFX 1000 to make a video. That thing cost me $430 shipped. Not a bad deal, but I didn't really need it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm spending a lot of money. You're cute, and that's worth something. What? Oh, you guys are strange. I don't even understand anymore. My girlfriend would probably agree with you on that one. But we're not here about me. We're here about the equipment. Let's go on. Steve from Alberta. Family's doing good. What little family I have. And yeah, just anyone joining us, you saw the headline about the internet trolls. I'm not going to get all into the story of the trolls because fuck that. Just in general, trolls are bad. Nobody likes a troll. To me, if I see somebody online, if you see somebody online say something, especially if you're in Facebook, and you want to talk about what they said, you feel the need to comment, you could. Why is everything got to be a public forum? You could always send them a friend request and message them directly and, be respectful and say your shit. And say your shit. Not spray paint it on a wall for everyone to see. Like, that's fucking... It's trollish, man. You hear that goddamn transformer? Let me check that whole PJ thing, see if he messaged back. All right, PJ's good, man. PJ's on his shit. It's digital. How about that? Did not know that the isolator is a digital isolator on the Euphonia. Hmm. Learn something new every day. Makes sense, though, I guess, for what it does. Somebody was messaging saying, "Do I have a link in my acapellas?" Like, they must have been watching one of my DGS 1000 videos where I was chopping up acapellas, and everybody wants those chops. I should really put together a DGS 1000 sample pack one of these days, but I'm a bit lazy for that. Someone just asked me on my live stream. I assumed it was. What's going on, Swirlo? You see, Chuck, that's exactly what I think too. I think the ADDA converters are causing that slight little bit of a delay, and that's what's causing this shit to happen. Yeah, dude, I don't want to say I'm a DJ because I don't DJ much out anymore. Once in a blue moon, I am a social media content creator for DJ stuff. If that kind of helps you out. So, retired DJ. Well, Swirlo, see you later. I guess that was the wrong answer. um, whatever. Yeah. So Chuck, like PJ's just saying that, analog or digital right now we're at the point where it emulates it 1 to 1. So he thinks. So I guess that means the EQ. Ah, see, PJ brings up another good point. He said with analog stuff, right? You risk, and this is true of like some of his own mixers and shit, right? You risk wearing out the knob and creating some kind of noise within there too. So, good, valid points between analog stuff and an analog, like a digital version of an analog. So really, there's absolutely nothing analog about this mixer except for the fact it kind of sounds like one. So with that being the case, there's nothing that can be done in that firmware to compensate for the delay. So the external effects. So you see, I was just asking PJ, we're talking about this Euphonia mixer, and he's saying, like, the fact is, it's a fully digital mixer. So my question was, if everything's digital in this thing, this whole phasing issue with the external effect processing, um, can't that be compensated for? Can't that be adjusted? Just feels like something doesn't make sense to me. Like, I should be able to use my RMX 1000 on this thing, like I can use it on my A9 and on my V10. You know what I mean? That's it's strange that they would give me that option. Because even like you see with the rotaries on this thing, when you pop them off, they're just an encoder. It's like an endless encoder that spins and spins and spins, and it's just like this little plastic piece that gives it the bottom and the top, which is cool, but it does kind of suck if you want to change the knobs up. There's no easy way to change the knob without having to redesign something. Yeah, I don't know where it goes digital, but there isn't, you know what? Inside the book, I should pull it out at some point. There actually is the schematic to show the signal chain and what's going on. I'm just, what do I know? I'm not that smart. What am I playing with? It's funny. I just playing around with the RMX 1000 and the EFX 500 there for half a second. Let's get back to business here. What are we doing here? That's the you're wondering what that is. That was the EFX 1000. That shit's from like that unit up there. I just got it. EFX 1000 was a really interesting unit because it had digital in, digital out, MIDI in, MIDI out. Um, just and it's like 96 kilohertz sampling on it with 24-bit. And so yeah, been looking for a long time to see if I could find one in a good shape because usually you see these things and they're a little bit rough. This was like fucking mint condition. Not only was it mint condition, it came with something that I've never seen before. See this stand? It's like it's a fold-in stand, right? This fold-in stand is actually for the EFX for the RMX 1000, and you could adjust the height on it. Just pioneer in the back. Like, there are better stands for the RMX 1000, the new one. And yeah, it's cool. I got all this new tech, but I gotta say, I've got my PayPal link up there pinned, and I had to empty my PayPal out. There was a couple $100 there, nothing crazy, and this thing cost me $420. Google told me to take my pills, by the way, blood pressure pills. So as I do these things for the channel, I don't like to come on here like it's a like a Jerry Lewis telethon. I was like thinking Terry Fox, Jerry Lewis. Anyways, but a little bit of donation, $5, $10, whatever somebody can afford, $100 goes a long way around here. Covers my food costs throughout the day, helps me to be able to afford to get this shit so I can share it with you guys. I can test it out. Yeah, and it's my time. Like I've been on here now for 86 minutes. That's like an hour and where's the math on that? Hour and 20. And I got shit to do. You know what I mean? There's things I should be doing right now. I could be making videos. The videos make money. But I like to do these interactive things. I wasn't going to do a live stream for quite some time. I was going to just give up on it. You know why I was going to give up? Because my time, man. I can't sit here doing a live stream all the time. And before, I would get at least a couple of people each stream that would donate enough money to make it worth it. If I'm going to sit here, son of a bitch, turn that fucking thing off. If I'm going to sit here for an hour and a half, 2 hours in my day, at the very bare minimum, I should at least be rolling out of here with $20. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm trying to become a millionaire, but I should be able to at least be able to say, hey, you know what? I'm going out for lunch, and the generous people that were watching my videos and shit, they bought me lunch. That's it. I'm not expecting you guys to pay for the equipment. I've already bought the shit. I'm not trying to raise money for the gear. 50 grand of my money for a guy who has no day job and just buys and sells gear, does a couple Google 360 tours once in a while, which I don't do much of because of my dizziness and shit lately. That's all. I watch Nick Spinelli, Cleveland Terry. These guys are good. You know what I mean? These are way better than anything I'm ever going to do. I'm not trying to be in the league of these other review guys and guys that DJ weddings and the clubs and shit. I'm a nobody. But they clearly have a few bucks because they're working. And you know what? People still appreciate their shit and they'll still donate money. I see it all the time. So I feel like, hey, I've gotten lots of donations on this channel, but times must be getting tough because I haven't seen a donation on any of my live streams in a long time. Outside of media. Hey, sometimes it is the thought that counts. I appreciate that, and I get it. You know, it's funny. I've had people on here tell me, and this is like dead honest advice for you. Their friends and people have come on and said, "Show what you can on the picture." What do you mean? Show what I can? Like, what do you mean? What do you want me to show? You want to see that? Is that what you're looking to see? So I've had people tell me that I can't afford it. Oh, I tell you why I can't mix anything because this, like I said, if people pitched in money, it would be one thing. But when people don't pitch in money, I can't DJ on this thing. I can't play music because I can't monetize the feed. And when I do these live things, typically, I put my time into it and it's not going to make a lot of money. You know what's going to happen? This live stream perhaps maybe will make like fucking $5. That's it. If that even. $3, $5, it's not going to make anything really. But that's why I monetize it because they all add up. It all pieces together to some degree. And so, yeah, when people start pitching in a few bucks, and seriously, for the amount of views I get on these things, if everyone pitched in $2 every time I did a live thing, say I did it once a week and everybody pitched in $2 or even a fucking dollar, I'd be laughing, man. It would change my life. Seriously, my life would change drastically by just, I swear to God, sometimes I almost feel like I would be better off to go stand on the corner, throw dirt on my face, and act like a homeless fucking weirdo. Not to say homeless people are weirdos, don't get me wrong. If you know me, when I say weirdo, it's just part of my vocabulary. But it's just the strange thing that the guy stand on the corner begging for money, you assume is homeless. You don't know. He could be. There's lots of times in Toronto, man, people pretended to be fucking messed up and shit just to get money. And you got a couple thousand people walking by and everyone gives you $1. Why would you go get a job? They're fucking laughing. I'm out here with 50 grand worth of equipment and I can't even get $10. Make something to promote to make money. What you mean? And I have thought of making merchandise. I consider that, but my ego isn't that big to put the DJ Lab on a fucking hat. Like, I don't want people walking around with the DJ Lab on their shit. We're a community, man. Like, if the community wants to have shirts and you like the name the DJ Lab and you want to be part of it, let me know. Man, I'll go make some shirts. I'll put them up. What's going on, Arcade Obsessed from Down Under? Where your toilets flush. Which way do your toilets flush? They flush counterclockwise. Make plushies. Yeah, that would be some money. That would be kind of funny. You know, I just learned, speaking of like different spots, that on the equator, the water doesn't swirl. It just goes down. Doesn't turn. Crazy. Who knew that? having a small earthquake here. That was just me moving the iPad. Sadly, you know, this whole iPad setup for doing a live stream, I enjoy it because it's simple to set up. I don't gotta fuck around with OBS and my Sony camera and all this other shit. But I am gonna work on doing some kind of a camera rig system, so I can do things. Every time I want to do a video, it takes me like 30 minutes to set cameras up to do a fucking 5-minute video. It's ridiculous. Thanks. This is just part of one side. In front of me, I have the Denon SE6000s. I've got a V10 underneath. I got an A9 mixer. There's the unreleased Rane Performer behind me. Unreleased. I have a Denon DJ Go. There's a Prime 4 Plus sitting down here. Got too much gear. Some 1200s. And you know something? Keeping your gear in a car is a bad idea. I've known some people who got their shit robbed like that. Because my friend was like, "Oh, you know, I got an event to do and a couple of things. Do I DJ in clubs? Not anymore. I used to. I used to DJ in clubs and did all kinds of shit, and then I started to get some kind of vestibular neurological issues going on where I get dizziness and imbalance issues and feel really sick and messed up. And the late nights and shit, I couldn't handle it no more. I couldn't do it. So I instead just decided to be a DJ instructor and run the YouTube channel. I do private lessons. Well, before COVID, I was doing a lot more private lessons. Then since COVID, I don't know. I might go into a studio and start doing private lessons out of a studio. And I don't really teach people how to DJ. I take people who are, they can DJ, it's in their blood, and I help them learn how to use the equipment. So, words of advice today about this whole troll situation. If you got shit to say to someone on the internet, message them directly, have a conversation, a respectful conversation. Nobody, like, you think you're typing some shit in. I've done it too, you know what I mean? We've all done it. You know, you comment on something, you say some ignorant shit, and you think you're being funny, and you know what? There, you might get a response. There might be a pile of other people that think you're funny too. Well, the person you wrote that shit to might have some kind of mental illness, and you're really fucking with their day. It's not just, you know, sticks and stones will break my bones, right? And words will never kill me. For some people, the words fucking can really hurt them. So just be careful when you write shit on the internet. No good reason to be a fucking troll. It serves you absolutely no purpose. You think you feel better. You're putting some fucked up energy into the universe, and then you wonder why when you pull into a parking lot, there's not a parking spot for you. Or when you get into a fucking car accident, fender bender, you're like, I wonder, fuck. You don't know what mysteries of the universe and how things affect things. Put out a positive vibe. Don't be fucking trolls. You see something you don't like, you're scrolling through, there's absolutely no good reason. You need to stop on that shit and comment. Nobody wants to hear your bullshit. Do you remember what they said back in the day? If you got nothing nice to say, don't say anything. And if you got something negative to say, at least try and be fucking civilized about it and do it in a respectful manner. Do it in a respectful manner. Just think when you type some shit down on the internet to somebody, right? Just picture in your second, what if somebody typed those same words to your fucking mother? How would you feel about that? Hmm? If they typed that shit to your daughter, to your son, how would you feel? How would you feel if your own mother saw you type those words? Would she be proud of you? Probably not. And me, I say some fucked up shit. We all do it, right? We all do some stupid shit. Every one of us is a fucking idiot. You just don't have to be an idiot 100% of the time. Once in a while, the idiot slides out of you and you do some shit that you regret. And you know what? I've done it. I've said some shit on the internet. I've talked some shit about people. You know what I did? I fucking manned up and said, I'm a fucking idiot and I apologize to those people. You know what? And now me and those people are friends because they know I'm a real guy. They know I'm not a phony piece of shit. They know I fuck up. When I fuck up, I'll admit that I fucked up. Because, hey, there's no shame in being a fuck up. Nobody's perfect. Don't pretend you are. Don't pretend you're something that you're not. We all do dumb shit, fuck things up. We're human. Thanks, buddy. My personality is just, I don't know. Some people like me, some people don't. I think I'm just being real as fuck. I try to be as real as possible on shit. And you know what? My life, now that I'm older and I got a little bit more fucking wisdom, that I have a pretty good, lucky life. I'm not living in luxury. I got lots of time. I don't have a shitload of friends because, a lot of people are very fucking phony. The internet has made the whole world a little fucking strange. I have my girlfriend, and we've been together like 9 years. I'm super fucking happy with her. She's a perfect person for me. Hang with my mom. My dad's passed away. My stepdad's passed away. And no brothers and sisters to fucking have to deal with, thank God. Because I don't want to be, I'm not a big family. I don't need a big family. My girlfriend's got a big family. We get together for little things once in a while. It's not my thing. I'm an only child. Well, and it's funny that you say that about we don't do it for the love of the money. Some people do it for the money. Some people do it for the fame. Hey, listen, when I do a live stream and I'm DJing, let me tell you something. If I don't have a bunch of people watching, I'm not into it. I won't lie. I didn't start this channel out to be famous. I started this channel out so I could help my friends because I didn't want to explain shit over the phone. I'm like, listen, I don't want to explain this shit to you and walk you through it. Let me make a quick video, show you what I'm talking about. I'll upload to YouTube. I'll make a YouTube account. I'll upload it. And that's how this shit started. I never went on camera. Fuck, I didn't want to be on camera. Then all of a sudden, I started going on camera and I started to like the fame part of it a little bit. You know, this shit does feed my ego. Why wouldn't it? You know what I mean? So, and what's funny, you can have 7 million people like your shit, and one motherfucker says something against you and deflates everything. You're like, the power of the troll, man. It only takes one person. You can have 100 people in the day tell you you're a great guy. Thanks a lot. Everything's cool. And you're like, thanks. And one troll's like, you're a fucking asshole. And you feel like a bag of shit. People have no idea running a YouTube channel what a mental drain it is on you. It's complete. It's not as easy as you think. Mentally, it's a whole fucking thing. You're putting yourself out there for people to criticize, for people to troll. And the worst part are the lurkers. I know every fucking time I turn my camera on, there is some person that I've probably either blocked. Well, you can't block, you see, that's the worst part. I don't know who's watching me. I don't know who's watching. It doesn't say. If you don't type anything, I don't know if you're here or who's here. Could be my worst enemy watching me every day. And sure, I've got probably some, I don't want to say I have enemies. I don't have people that are trying to get me, but there's definitely people that are jealous. They don't like that I have all this equipment. There's people that maybe I've said something to. I've been an asshole. And I admit I can be an asshole. I'm normal like everyone else. And I'm sure I've offended people. Who is this talking to me? I don't know who you are. If you're like talking to me, I don't know who you are. Now you're going to make me go look, right? Now you're going to make me go look, right? You can go to that person's channel. I don't know who you are. Efern 007. All those people have the problems they text bad to. Yeah, you know what? And hey, if you need to talk shit, here's how I see it. If someone out there is so fucked up, oh, no. Hey, I don't really, and here's my thing. I don't mind lurkers because I know there's some people that they come on here, they listen to me, and they don't participate. I'm cool with people who don't participate because they're listening in the background. They got nothing to say. That's fine. It'd be nice if someone at least said hello. You know, if you pop in when I go into a channel, I at least will go and say hi from Canada, hi from Toronto, and that's about it. Something. So just as kind of a nicety, right? Um, but no, I mean I've got people that I've hidden from the channel because you can't block on channel. So there's people that come in here and they're typing. What they don't know is nobody can see them. So there's those people. Okay, I'm getting. Oh, let me just stop for 1 second. I want to give you guys an update on the Euphonia information from PJ. PJ's from Alpha Theta, by the way. So PJ was saying to me, I have to investigate the delay more, but you know that it's routed exactly like a Rupert Neve summon mixer. Also, the transformer is an analog circuit. Only thing digital is when the signal has to be reconverted from the record input into USB, which is why recording with any DJ still captures the saturation. Also, all Pioneer DJ mixers have that two-stage digital compressor limiter that you can toggle on and off. Because of the transformer, that stage is actually not there because that would require another conversion back to digital after the transformer stage. Very nerdy stuff. But I appreciate that PJ. Well, I can ask PJ a million fucking questions. That guy is busy as fuck, and he still is a solid guy. Takes his time out. Um, yeah, I love PJ. PJ, by the way, you guys gotta. If you know PJ, you gotta go congratulate him on his wedding. He had a big Star Wars themed wedding on May the 4th. Fucking wild, man. Oh, I can't wait to see the video come out for this thing. It was so goddamn good looking at the pictures. So yeah, just back to trolls. If a troll's got to come out there and say some shit, makes them feel better, hey, good, good. I will take the mental hit so you can feel better. You know, you're right. A lot of DJs can't do vinyl, and me personally, I am never going to tell someone you need to learn how to DJ on vinyl before digital, or you ever need to learn on vinyl. Guess what? It's 2024. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck anymore. Honestly, it's the truth. People go to a party, no one's going to give a shit if you're spinning vinyl or not. The only people I've ever seen, these people, these like they got the little round glasses, not like mine, but the little round glasses. They wear the little beanie hat, and the girls kind of look like the guys, a little androgynous looking group, right? Like, and they're very much into the vinyl sounds. And those people typically that are that deep into the vinyl, they can't even mix with a shit. I've heard these guys, they're not even that good. They do a lot of drop mixes. They can't keep a blend going for a long time. So I'm not that guy. I think vinyl does sound a little better. And it's fun. It's got a fun factor to it. And going to a record store and shit and digging through records and, it's all fun. It's all fun and games. But people on the dance floor don't really give a fuck. Vinyl can skip. Things can fuck up. You're running digital. Things are solid. Hit the goddamn sync button. Nobody wants to hear a train wreck. There's a lot to be said about digital DJing. There's a reason why this shit was invented. Somebody invented it because it's actually better in a lot of ways. Keep that in mind. Like, bragging about, oh, I can spit on vinyl. Nobody cares that much. Nobody really cares. It's not a flex anymore. Nobody. It's not a big deal. People say all the time about James Hype. Well, try and do that on turntables. Why? Why should he try and do it on turntables? The guy does what he does on CDJs, and it's his fucking thing. And yeah, on the James Hype trip, I will always fucking say, I think he's a performer. He's got the tricks. But his marketing strategy, it's always about marketing stuff, right? Their marketing of the, he's a real DJ. He's got this, he has a smug look on his face all the time. Maybe it's just the accent, it's just the look. But the way he comes across of this, like he's so much better than everyone. It's like, dude, you're good. But I wouldn't say you're better than everybody. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't say try to learn from those that are better than you. I would say you should just learn to become better from yourself. I don't believe anyone should teach you how to DJ. Honestly, teach you how to use the equipment and utilize what you have, but don't put ideas in your head. I don't want to emulate no one. I'm trying to do my own thing, and no one's ever taught me shit. I've literally just play around and play around and play around. I'm all self-taught. I have my good days, I have my bad days. I'm good enough for me, because that's who I play for. And when is the Rane Performer coming up? Man, wouldn't we all love to know? If you want to know, when this thing's coming out, I suggest you email me at djlabtoronto@gmail.com. I'm going to gather up all the emails and I'm going to send them all into InMusic, and I'm going to try to get them to reconsider their marketing strategy on this thing and let everyone know when it's coming out, or even approximately, because I know no company wants to promise an exact date, because you're getting shit sent from Taiwan. Things can happen in shipping, things can happen at the border. There's so many factors outside of their control that can affect the actual date. And then you look like an asshole for not coming through. Right? It's difficult. I even suspect everyone thinks they released that Super Bowl, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I almost think that they were probably going to release it sooner. I don't think it was expected to be this long. Something could have happened. Here's what happens. Let me explain a little bit about when you get something manufactured. So you contact a couple of factories, whatever, or the one that you're always dealing with, and you give them the thing. This is what we want to build. And they'll build like 5 or 10 of them. And the whole factory wants that bid. They want that deal. So they're going to put their whole fucking everything into those pre production models. And then the company gets them and they test the fuck out of them. Right? Call in, make a change, make a change. We got a problem, we got a problem. Okay, we got it good. Now we got it good. And then the first shipment comes out, and all of a sudden, the production models are not built to the standard that that pre production one was. And then they got to fucking like, hey, what the fuck, man? So there's these little things that can come down. And like I said, I have no inside knowledge. No one's told me anything. This is just me using my brain to fucking like, hey, like logically speaking, what could delay something? And that's what I believe. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So guess what? Just want to say that I've been on here for quite a while now. And I'm looking through my emails and I'm going to take a look through my PayPal and I'm betting money not a single one of you guys has even helped pay for this coffee today. And I have been on for 114 minutes. Somewhere I hear you shouldn't fully release something if you don't believe in it. I didn't say that. No, 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 no. You got that wrong. Rane Performer is a fucking great unit. I don't understand why their marketing strategy is this dangle it in front of everyone. What was free? That Rane Performer I have sitting there, by the way, is far from free. Number one, it's a loaner. It's a loaner, and I'm going to be doing a bunch of work. So here's what the deal is. They think they loan it to me. I beta test it for free, and because I have it, one of the guys that have it first, that because my review is going to come out on the day it comes out, that all of a sudden my channel is going to make so much money that it's going to cover the time I spent advertising and like doing like the little sneak peeks of it and all this other shit. That's a lie. It's hardly worth it, man. This is for the love of stuff. I don't get to keep that, by the way. It will have to go back. I'm sure at some point they're not going to be like, well, thanks, and let me keep it. I wish. That'd be nice because I like it. I like it, but I have so much goddamn gear here and I don't DJ out. That unit for me doesn't make any sense because I'm fucking poor. I can't afford one more thing, or do I have the space? But if they want to give it to me, oh, I'd make the space for sure. And it's worth every penny. Well, Levin Miller. See, not everybody DJs at night and produces music during the day. I'm a prime example. I don't DJ at night. I don't produce anything. I am a YouTube content creator that just happens to deal with DJ stuff. Wazzy TV. Is the Performer better than the Rev 7? I don't even know if I could say that. I don't want to say that I can't. I mean, am I allowed? I have a non disclosure agreement. And I guess I can tell you one thing. I'm not going to say something is better than something else because everybody, and I say this about every piece of equipment, not every piece of equipment is designed for every single DJ. There's lots of different types of DJs, styles. Some people want things that are super light. Some people like to have a bit of heft because they feel it's got the more quality. Some people really love the battle style faders at the top of the Rev 7. and they like the workflow. Me personally, because I'm not a battle style scratch DJ, the Rev 7 workflow for me was not for me. It was nice. It had some cool effects in it. There was some shit I liked. And I love my S11. So there were some things that were similar and things that I wish my S11 had that it had, and vice versa. I'm not a hip hop DJ, by the way. So this is coming from like a house techno, you know, drum and bass kind of DJ standpoint. So Rev 7 was not my absolute favorite. I bought it too. It wasn't a loaner. I bought one and had it for a while. And because I have motorized SC6000Ms, I didn't see the reason to have, and I got 1200s. I didn't see any reason to keep it. For the same reason, I would not buy a a Rane Performer for myself because I just don't have a purpose to have a controller. I like my standalone stuff, and that's me. But if I was going to have if I needed a DJ controller, of all the ones that I've used so far, I do like that one the best. I do like the Performer the best. I like the workflow for me. You know, if you're a fan of the NS7 NS7 III, far as I'm concerned, this is the NS7 IV that we were all waiting for. And, the motorized platter thing is going to be preference. Not everybody needs it. I like it. Makes me feel like I'm doing something because, I'm a little ADHD, so having something spinning in front of me just feels fun. I like the effects on this thing. The workflow is pretty good. Yeah, there's a lot of drugs when it comes to that type of music. Anyways, guys, viewers are dropping down a little bit. I've been on for longer than I wanted to do. I didn't really want to do a big live stream here. I just want to address the fact, don't be a troll. If you know people that troll, pull them up, give their head a shake, let them know this is not the fucking way to be. We need a better world. There's so much shit going out happening around the world. The last fucking thing we need is to start, talking shit to each other on the internet. That's just I do it, you do it, you know someone that does it. We can all change. Just because you're an asshole doesn't mean you got to stay an asshole, right? Simple shit. Shouldn't have to block people on Facebook. Shouldn't have to hide people from the channel. Everyone should just fucking be smooth and get along. Yeah, man. Real words. The NS7 IV, the reason I call it the NS7 IV because it's just the next motorized system. The Rane 1 was only 2 channel. This is a 4 channel motorized platter. And I like the platter. I like the screens in the platter. I don't like to look at the laptop all the time. So that's my take. You know, um, I have screens in my CDJs, right? And to be honest, it would be very nice if the jog wheels on my CDJs were as big as the screens on the Performer. Can't have it all. That's why I own so much gear. Guys, thanks for stopping by. Don't forget, I would appreciate it if someone was to fire up the old PayPal, give a click up there, shoot me a couple bucks, pay for lunch. You know what I mean? Buy me lunch. I was on here for a long time. And will it work with DJ Pro? Well, we're just going to have to wait and find out. I don't know. 900 Nexus mixer, I don't think is worth buying unless you're getting it for dirt cheap. It's not worth it. Sound quality is not that great. It's okay. you know, you're better off to spend a few bucks and buy yourself an A9. I have CDJ 3000s, four of them. All right, guys. Any more questions? You know what? You can email me, djlab@gmail.com, and we'll take it from there. I'll talk to you guys. Who knows? Like I said, I did a lot of streaming today. Didn't make a penny off anybody. No one, no one valued my time very much. So this is why I can't make this a daily occurrence. I got a lot of things I got to do. But thanks for watching. I appreciate your time as well too. Talk to you all soon.